And they immediately report all of this to the FBI. So now the FBI is involved, and they set up this whole sting operation. And they get a special agent to pose as a Pepsi executive and go undercover. And we'll just call this fake Pepsi executive Undercover Agent. So Undercover Agent calls the number on the letter, and Ibrahim picks up. And Undercover Agent tells him, yeah, we here at Pepsi are interested in the Coca-Cola secrets you got. So Ibrahim, Edmund, and Joya are like, hell yeah, we did it! We're gonna be rich! And the next day, Ibrahim faxes Undercover Agent a 14-page sample of the highly classified Coca-Cola secrets. And he's like, there's a lot more where that came from, buddy. But Ibrahim isn't exactly sure Undercover Agent is really serious about this deal, and he wants him to prove that he is. So he asks Undercover Agent to send him $10,000. But Undercover Agent's slick. He doesn't send him anything. He just keeps stringing him along for like weeks. Until a few weeks into the negotiations, Ibrahim is really trying to make this deal go through. So he offers to get Pepsi, aka Undercover Agent, a product sample, like a flavor of soda that hasn't been released yet. Now, by this point, Undercover Agent and the rest of the FBI have been working hard behind the scenes to crack this case. And they've been looking at Coke employees who could potentially be involved. One of the employees they've been low-key looking at is Joya, because she's one of the few people who has access to all this confidential material. So, in the Coca-Cola building, they set up hidden cameras near her desk. And later, those cameras end up capturing footage of her stealing documents and putting them in her bag, and they also catch her stealing a product sample, which in this case, allegedly, the product sample she steals is called Coca-Cola Black, which is Coke infused with coffee. And at this time, Coca-Cola Black hasn't been released to the public or even announced yet. But anyway, then, Undercover Agent reaches out to Ibrahim, and he asks him to set up a time when they can meet. And Ibrahim and Edwin and Joya, they have no idea the FBI is onto them. And they have no idea this Pepsi exec they're talking to is an undercover FBI agent. So when he reaches out to them to set up a time to meet, they're like pumped. They're like, hell yeah! Then the day of the meet comes, and Ibrahim drives to the airport because that's where they're supposed to meet. An undercover agent is there, and Ibrahim gives him a bag of confidential documents and a glass bottle with the product sample in it. And in return, Undercover Agent hands him a yellow box of Girl Scout cookies. Now, instead of cookies in this box, it's actually got $30,000 stuffed in it. I don't know why they used a Girl Scout cookie box, but anyway, and then he tells him, and you'll get $45,000 more after we analyze the product sample. And then Edmund picks Ibrahim up from the airport, and Ibrahim's like, bro, it worked! And he hands Edmund his cut of the money. He also gives him Joya's cut of the money. By the way, Edmund allegedly pockets a couple of grand from Joya's cut of the money before he gives it to her, so never trust a thief, I guess. So anyway, then the FBI starts wiretapping Ibrahim's phone, and they're recording all the calls and messages between Ibrahim and Joya and Edmund, and they're getting more and more footage of Joya sneaking documents into her bag. So their case is about to be airtight. And then the trio makes another move. Ibrahim emails Undercover Agent, and he tells him that he has 20 more highly confidential materials in his possession. And Undercover Agent's like, cool, we want them. And they start negotiating the price. An Undercover Agent, posing as this Pepsi exec, he tells Ibrahim he'll pay him $1.5 million for these new Coca-Cola secret documents. And Ibrahim is like, fuck yeah! And so they set a time to meet up and make this exchange. A few weeks later, the time has come to finally meet. And Edmund drives Ibrahim to the meeting spot at a restaurant at the local Marriott Hotel, and Ibrahim goes inside while Edmund waits in the car. And inside the restaurant, Ibrahim sits down at a table with Undercover Agent. And they chat a little, and they agree on the amount one more time. $1.5 million. Then they shake hands, and Ibrahim leaves, and he walks toward Edmund's car. And then, kaboom! Suddenly, they're surrounded by FBI agents. And bam!